Village mode is a single or multiplayer experience, and the object is to basically build up a village, protect it, keep your people happy, and make money. The way the village works, in the top right hand corner you'll see a bunch of icons. Now the first icon, the sun and the moon, shows how many days that this village has been around. So in this character's instance, it's been around for 12 days. The hourglass shows the time of the day, so it's 18:10, so it's 6 o'clock. The numbers you see ticking off beside it, those are actually the minutes, and that shows you how fast a day in Antalor actually moves. Now, you get money, and that's the amount you see next to the hourglass, the money bag. That shows you how much money the village actually has. So if I want to take money from the village, I open my village scroll here, take a look at some of the things in there. We'll get back to that and take the money out. Now the number beside the icon beside the money bag shows me how much of a profit my village is making. If you just run willy-nilly around and put up buildings, maximize everything, you're actually going to go bankrupt rather quickly. What I've done here is I've built a lot of ranches, a lot of farms, a lot of windmills, and we'll get to what those do in just a moment here, to bring some residents to my town to spend some money. And the smiley face next to that, that's actually the morale. The lower the morale, the less the people work, the less money you make, and overall you'll start losing residents. So you want that to be as high as possible. Eventually, I think it's around every 6 or so hours, a random event will happen where spiders will start pulling off residents, or will start getting attacked by werebeasts, and I'll have to go seek out some of these monsters and destroy them to get the morale back up. I've had morale slip as low as 14% because I ignored it for so long, and that greatly hurt the profits. What we'll do here is we're going to go ahead and build a building. Now, the village has these little nodes that you can go to and determine which building you want to go. Obviously, here's a common structure building site. I'll go ahead and pull up my map and take a look at some of the buildings that I have around here. Where I've got my finger, that's a shop. That's a ranch. There's a tavern. Taverns increase morale, obviously. Now, if you see a little plus, that means I've upgraded it to its maximum potential. Each building, or most buildings, I should say, are upgradable at least once. And you can see, I've put buildings around here just based on where the nodes are. Now, this is the last node within the immediate vicinity of my village. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. Now, my options are ranch, which produces meat, a farm, which produces grains for windmills, a shop, which allows trade commerce. You are allowed 15 shop transactions per day, per in-game day. The more shops you have, the more transactions you can have. So if I've got 2 shops right now, I can have 30 transactions. Here's the guardhouse. This is basically, it says it increases village safety. Really what it's there for is peace of mind for my villagers. It keeps morale up. So I've got one of those built, and I've actually got that maxed out. Here is my windmill. This produces bread using farmed grain. So the farm from before produces grain. The grain goes to the windmill, and the windmill turns it into bread. Below that is the tavern. That's, again, for just increasing morale. Here's a forge. Now, these produce armor, weapons, traps, things like that. Cost 5,000 to build, but you see that there's an upkeep cost of 1,000. So while my profits are 5,400, once I build this, my profits are probably going to dip drastically. So I know my villagers want one. I would like to have one just so I could buy some armor and weapons here. But at the moment, I think I'm going to wait just until I get a few more residents. Below that, we've got a quartermaster workshop, produces bows and quivers. Again, high building cost and a high upkeep cost. Here we've got a temple. This is where the priests specialize in creating potions. Now this is a grossly high building cost with a large upkeep as well. Here's my mage tower. Now, being a mage myself, I really, really want to have one of these there, but it's just not profitable at the moment. Eventually I will have most everything maxed out, and I'll be able to afford something like that. But looking at it from a money standpoint right now, it's not the best idea. Below that, we've got our Hazel Grove, and what this does is it produces wood, basically, to allow the quartermaster to create advanced weapons. Below that is our herb plantation, and that allows the temple to create advanced potions. So you can see there are quite a lot of buildings that you can put up. There's actually a crystal mine you can place up as well. Here you can see crystal mine is required for refining crystals at the Mage Tower. A crystal mine is a area-specific building that you can place down that will farm crystals for you, send them back to your mages, and create some advanced crystals. I think there is one node on the map that will allow that, and that has a very, very large upkeep cost. So, we'll back out of that. I don't want to build anything just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up my my village scroll again, just to give you guys an idea of what we're dealing with here. So, here you see my village scroll. The village is Taronga. It's the 12th day. It's 8 o'clock. It shows my auras are 0 right now, which means I've got nothing in the bank, but I can hold a maximum of 25,000. My income is 6,000, but the upkeep is 600, just based on the different buildings that I have scattered around the village, for a profit of 5,400. My transactions are actually at 60, so my shops, I may have upgraded my shops to allow for more transactions. Ware's inventory shows how much inventory is available in my town. My morale's 80%. My village value is 124,000 auras, and I've got 25 buildings. Now you can see I've got 30 villagers. Last night, before I went to bed, that was at 20. So I've had 10 more people move in, which means I'm probably going to want to build, some more buildings to keep most of them happy. And I've had 12 visitors. What that means is, NPCs that show up inside the village to shop, and that helps me get money as well. Shows, the highest profit I've earned, which is what I currently have. My score, my highest wares inventory, and my highest village value. You can see what I did is I had a lot of auras at one point, thanks to a friend, and just went willy-nilly and built my village up as fast as possible, and that was the wrong move. I had to end up tearing down some of the more advanced structures in order to bring myself back into profit. This wares available at village shops shows what's available for me to shop for in my village here. Now, because I only have farms and ranches, the only thing that's available to me is bread and meat. I have no I don't have anybody building weapons or armor or bows or anything like that. Therefore, it's not going to be available in my village. Now, at the very bottom, this shows the demands. This is what the villagers would like to see built next. They want another shop, they want another guardhouse, and they want a forge built. They're at 80% happiness. I'm okay with that. So we're going to go ahead and disregard what they want, and we're just going to concentrate on what I want, which is what a village mayor would probably do. So you could say I'm role-playing, I'm greedy. Yes, I am. Alright, here I'm going to go ahead and show you one of my shops. I'll walk up to my tradesman, I can initiate a trade, and I can see he's got some pork, some ham, and some meat, all with different effects for sale. I don't want anything, I don't need anything, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. Now, as I said before, eventually random events will start happening here in the village, and what your job is as the village protector basically is to seek out, find the issue, and eliminate it. Here's my advisor. He will tell you or tell me when there's an issue and where I need to go to fix it. And what I've done is, you can see there are teleport pads. I've gone ahead and I've explored most of the map. Okay, you can see at each end of the road or even on the way through the road, there are some teleport pads, and generally one of the roads that spiders off in this big circle here will have some sort of problem, and it will be my job to seek it out and find it and eliminate it. So that's what I've been doing with my village, and that's village mode in a nutshell. Now, overall, I think village mode could be a lot more in-depth. Different types of buildings, maybe raids, build walls, something to make this feel more like my own. As it stands right now, it's just an entity that I use to make money, and it really doesn't feel personal to me like my character does. I mean, they even give you what you're seeing here is my house. You can enter your house, and the only thing inside of the house is a chest for you to keep items. I mean, you can't customize it. There's no furniture. There's nothing along that line. So while I certainly enjoy the game, I enjoy this aspect because it can help get me money, it's really just a numbers game, and it's used for helping to figure out what you need to do to maximize profit, and hopefully in some downloadable content in the future or a patch, these folks at South Peak will implement something to make this a little more personal. Also, your friends can join, can see your village, but that's about it. You see here, there's a dice game. You can gamble and such, but that's really the extent of the village. I wish there was more, but overall, in the grand scheme of the game, it's fun, and it's certainly worth spending some time in. So thanks for tuning in to my guide or my impressions of the village in Two Worlds 2. Stay tuned for future videos. Thanks, guys.